In this video, we will discuss about details of leadership development. Without leadership, three things can happen in an organization. They are friction, confusion, underperformance. Hence, everything else in a company requires effective leadership. Coming to definition and characteristics of leadership. Leadership can be defined as an activity of leading a group of people, an organization, or the ability to do this. The ability to lead a group of people, an organization, or the activity of leading a group of people, an organization is called leadership. Then it involves establishing a clear vision, then sharing that vision with others, then provide information, knowledge and methods to realize this vision and coordinating and balancing conflicts of interest of all members and stakeholders. So the characteristics of leadership include establishing a clear vision, sharing this vision with the fellow members, providing information, knowledge and methods to realize this vision, and coordinating if any conflicts arises to achieve this vision. Now we will see about definition of leadership development. It is a process. In this process, the capacity of individuals to perform in various leadership roles within an organization will be enhanced or expanded. So leadership development is a process which helps to expand the capacity of individuals to perform in various leadership roles within an organization. There are 6 traits that are required for the leaders. Then, in leadership development, these 6 traits are supposed to be developed. It include number 1, drive, second, desire to lead, third, integrity, 4, self-confidence, 5, intelligence, and 6, job relevant knowledge. Coming to the first required trait of leaders that has to be developed. Number 1, drive. Leaders exhibit or should exhibit a high effort level. They have a relatively high desire for achievement and they should have a lot of energy and they should show initiative and they are persistent or they must be persistent in their future or upcoming activities. So creation of drive is one goal of leadership development. Second, desire to lead. Leaders should have a strong desire to influence and lead others so that there will be achievement of vision or goals already established. Third trait that has to be developed in a leader is integrity. Leaders build trusting relationship between themselves and followers by being truthful and by showing consistency between word and deed. The integrity is nothing but being truthful what is said and there must be consistency between what is said and the action followed by. Fourth trait that has to be established is self-confidence. Followers look leaders for absence of self-doubt. Leaders therefore need to show self-confidence in order to convince followers of the rightness of goals and decisions. Sixth trait that should be developed in a leader through leadership training program is intelligence. Leaders needs to be intelligent enough to gather, synthesize and interpret large amount of information and also they must be able to create vision, solve problem and make correct decision whenever necessary. Next required trait is job relevant knowledge. Effective leaders should have a high degree of knowledge about the company, industry, technical matter that are related to him. Here comes 4 factors that affect leadership development or leadership training program. The 4 factors are there is a situation, the communication between follower and the leader themselves and the followers under a leader. The 4 factors are situation, communication, followers and leaders. About the first factor, the leader who influences leadership development. The leader must have an honest understanding of whom he is or she is, what he knows, and what he can do. To be successful, the leaders have to convince their followers, not their superiors, so that they are worthy of being followed. So the leader should be honest and they must be successful. They can become successful by convincing the followers, not the superiors. Then the second component or the second factor that affects leadership development is the follower. The leader should know the people. The fundamental starting point is having a good understanding of human nature, such as the needs, emotion, and motivation. In short, the leader should know the needs, motivation, and emotions of the followers. Another factor that affects effective leadership development is communication. Bad communication between a leader and employee affect their relationship. The fourth factor is the situation. Leadership styles varies according to situation. What a leader has done in one situation is not always work in another situation. So depending on the situation, the leader has to utilize different type of leadership styles. A leadership development program has three phases, namely emerging leader, developing leader, and strategic leader. The emerging leader, he has high potentials, he is new to the leadership role, and he is the leader of the future. About developing leader, it is just a change in the current leadership role that can be change in the scope and responsibility. A developing leader will enhance or improve his current leadership effectiveness. About strategic leader, he is a senior leader at the executive level. He has clear vision, direction, or strategies. He is a member of the executive team and involved with decision making and coordination. Now we will see how the leadership can be developed in an individual. There are six different techniques that can be used by employers or superiors to develop leadership among their workers. The first one is assessment instruments. Various assessment instruments can be available or are available to identify leadership traits in the leaders or in the workers. And after identifying the leadership traits that can be developed through further methods. Second technique is called a multi-rater feedback or 360-degree feedback. It involves measurement of a person's leadership performance and abilities. And these measurements are done from different persons by self, subordinate, supervisors, and external stakeholders. That's why it is called a 36-degree evaluation. It is done by self, subordinate, supervisors, and by external stakeholders or consumers. Then this 360-degree feedback or multi-rater feedback provide motivation and specific focus which leadership skill or aspects of the particular worker or person has to be improved. That is a second technique. The third technique of leadership development is called coaching. It is nothing but executive coaching or the worker coaching. It is employed in conjunction with the assessment techniques. So assessment instruments will identify which aspect has to be developed. Then coaching has to be done in that particular aspect. The individual coaching has three parts: diagnosis, coaching, and periodic review to help maintain learning and modify behavior. Fourth technique is called mentoring. It is a form of coaching. Here, a senior person participates actively in the professional development of a junior person. A senior person will supervise the activities of a junior person or junior person work in collaboration with a senior person. That is within the same department. The senior person and the junior person will be working in the same department and they will work together for the development of leadership quality. Then this type of coaching can be done informally and also formally. The fifth technique is called leader to leader development. It involves pairing a senior executive or senior worker with a junior worker who is working in the same role or within the same organization. It allows transferring of knowledge, confidence building, open collaboration, and many others. The sixth technique is called emotional intelligence development. Emotional intelligence describes the ability of an individual to be sensitive and understanding to the emotions of others as well as to manage his or her own emotion and impulses. Emotional intelligence is nothing but understanding and managing the emotions of self and others. Then researchers have shown that executive development is about augmenting a person's emotional intelligence quotient, that's EQ. Then Travis Bradbury, who is the author of Emotional Intelligence, says 90% of top performers in an organization have high emotional intelligence. Seventh technique is stretch assignments and rotational assignments. This is one of the best ways to screen for leadership and develop leadership abilities. It involves assigning an individual to different geographical location, business unit or functional department. Then, while reassigning or rotating an individual through different areas or department, he will face new challenges and he will learn to manage these new challenges. Thus, his leadership abilities can be improved to a certain extent. And the last technique that an employer can utilize to improve leadership ability is group-based leadership development. This helps an employee attain real-world skills in real time. It occurs through different methods like outside experience, like posting an individual in the community, industry or professional group, or it can be attained by internal or external executive education program. These are the 8 techniques through which leadership abilities can be developed. In short, the 8 leadership development techniques are assessment instruments, multi-rater feedback, coaching, mentoring, leader-to-leader development, emotional intelligence development, stretch assignments and rotational assignments, and group-based leadership development. Coming to 3 variables that affect the quality of this training. It includes learners' characteristics, the quality and nature of different leadership training program or technique, and the support that is received from the top management. Here we will see some of the future trends that can occur in leadership training program. One such trend is vertical development. What is usually occur is leadership training or leadership development related to current position or current role. A leader will be given training to improve leadership qualities that are required to perform the current role, not related to the future complex role. So vertical leadership development means stronger emphasis to enhance leadership capacity to perform more complex role that is not related to or that is higher from the role that the leader is performing now. That is vertical development. Then second change is individual ownership. Here the workers are given more freedom to determine their own training agenda. The workers will decide their area in which they require training. That is called a individual ownership. The third trend is collective leadership. In collective leadership, leadership training programs are more widely distributed across the workforce within the organization. It is not concentrated or it is not given to a particular group of people. Instead, it will be widely distributed. Then the fourth trend is innovative leadership. It means the world is changing at a greater pace. So to meet the demands of the newly changing world, there must be more experimentation and more agility or greater agility in the area of leadership development. These are the 4 future trends that can affect leadership development program. This is the end of this short video. Thanks for listening.